And now it's the second part of our special three-day coverage of Harry Potter, starting with the glamorous and very talented Emma Watson. She was the envy of young girls around the world when, at the age of 9, Emma Watson was chosen to portray Harry Potter heroine Hermione Granger.
Ron's right, Harry. You're going to need your strength today.
At the time, she wasn't sure how much she had in common with the studio's witch.
I'm not top form goody two-shoes, no. But, I'd like to be top of the form.
But as the films have evolved, so has Emma's character and fame. She's well known in Hollywood and has become a star in the fashion world. Help me! As part one of the final Harry Potter film comes to theatres this month, Watson will soon have to depart from her character of 10 years. She spoke with me about the filming process and the most memorable moments.
I guess I'll never forget doing that torture scene with Helena Bonham Carter. That will stay with me forever. That was pretty intense. Having to kiss Dan, I'll probably never forget that either. And then more fun moments, you know, like the wedding was really lovely.
They are coming. They are coming.
Lulu has written to us and she asks, when you were little, you said that you weren't too much like your character. Do you think that's changed?
Yes, I think I've become less defensive about being compared to her, mainly because I think she's awesome and I think she's an amazing character, really. So I don't mind, you know, I'm not quite so defensive anymore. But, I mean, we are different people, but I certainly don't mind comparisons being made anymore.
Charlotte asks, do you get very nervous before watching a film for the first time?
Oh, very. I saw the film last Friday and I was just in bits. I was just kind of like so nervous. I think, you know, when you see something that you've been working on for a year and a half, you know, put on the screen in front of you, it's going to be nerve-wracking. So yeah, definitely.
Amy asks, did you read the books or do you read the books before filming?
Yes. I read the books before I even auditioned, and I usually read each book before I do each film, just because I'm sort of I'm a Harry Potter purist, and I think the closer they get to the books, the better, really.
What's it been like, Emma, switching directors? Does it feel like a different franchise every time?
It does. I mean, I think it's been really nice that David did the last... oh my goodness, he's on 4 now? It'll be 4. So I think that's been really nice, actually, because there's been like a continuity towards the end. You know, bringing in a director for the last 1 or 2, I think, would have been really hard. But I think it's been nice that all the way through we've had different takes on it, definitely.
Did you enjoy it this time?
I did. It was a very intense film to make. It's really dark. So it maybe wasn't the most fun because it took a lot out of me to play this role, but it was very rewarding and challenging and interesting, and it really pushed me. So it was really good to work on in a different way than the other ones have been.
Harry Potter fans know that where Hermione goes, Ron will soon follow. Rupert Grint claims he scored the role of beloved Ron Weasley in no small part because of his ginger hair.
Do you mind? Everywhere else is full. Not at all.
His audition for the original 2001 Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was his first ever film audition. And apparently, he nailed it.
So is it true? I mean, do you really have the what? The scar.
The film earned the then 10-year-old Grint a series of awards.
All right.
And gave millions of fans around the world a face to put to Harry Potter's best friend. In this last film, Ron and Harry battle jealousies, doubt, and of course the bad guys, in an attempt to save the wizarding world.
We have to do something.
Rupert spoke to me about the greatest challenges and how similar he is to his character.
I always kind of
thought I could kind of relate to him. Like, obviously, we're both ginger, and yeah, just having a big family and stuff, and yeah, and I've always kind of liked the kind of underdog.
Cindy asks, if you could play another Harry Potter character, what would it be and why?
I don't know. Maybe like maybe Malfoy would be quite cool.
Why?
I don't know, because I quite like to play someone who's quite bad. Yeah, or kind of maybe Dobby as well. He's quite cool.
I like Dobby too. Listen, Muji has written in and asks, what was the greatest challenge shooting this movie?
For Ron, there's a lot going on with him because he doesn't quite trust Harry. He's kind of jealous because Harry and Hermione are getting quite close.
You think I don't know how this feels? You don't know how it feels! Your parents are dead! You have no family!
And obviously he's missing his family, and yeah, there's a lot kind of paranoia, and that was quite cool to do all that. Kind of not kind of a side we kind of Ron we really see that often, and it was nice to do that.
How do you think these last two films, which are of course the last story, how do you think these two films stack up against the rest of the franchise?
Yeah, I think the decision to do it in two parts was really kind of clever, because I think we can get much more of the book into them, and yeah, I mean we kind of all felt quite a bit of a pressure to kind of really make this kind of the best one yet, as it is the last one. We want to kind of go off on a high, and yeah, I think it will happen.
And no one director directing all of the movies. David, of course, has done 3. Is that difficult?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be kind of difficult having a different director each time. It kind of once you really kind of get to know someone, and then suddenly they go off. It used to be quite tricky, but yeah, I really love David. He's been great.
And how in love with Hermione are you?
Ron is very in love with Hermione. Yeah, so that's more kind of part 2. We see them kind of really get together.
And Rupert would take her or leave her?
No, Emma's yeah, we're kind of like sisters, brother and sister. It's kind of